Have you ever felt like that you should be doing more in life? That you should be achieving more, being in a better place, accomplishing more goals, but you just feel like you're really frustrated because you're not there yet and you have no idea how the heck to support yourself so you can get there yet? If that feels like you, then my friend, you're in the right spot. My name is Dr. Bisley Natalie, and I help you step into your high performer era. I was once someone who struggled with depression. And depression just completely flipped my life upside down. I was consumed by my challenging thoughts and emotions. It would be hard for me to get out of bed and get work done. Yet, despite all these challenging thoughts and emotions I was experiencing, there was always that little voice inside me that just told me I was capable of greatness, that I was capable of achieving and doing more in life. And it's by listening to that voice and really experimenting and trying different things I was able to get to a spot where I actually unlocked that greatness within myself and I stepped into my high performer era. And the truth is that the same is possible for you. So I spent years and years and years experimenting and trying to figure out what are the ways that I should be supporting my brain health so that I could get to that place. And I want to eliminate that confusion, that trial and error for you, and just tell you why you're not a high performer yet. And what are some of the things and areas that you need to work on so that you can unlock this greatness and potential within you. And this is really what I've learned in my journey of trying to become and eventually be a high performer. So the number one reason that you are not a high performer yet is because you have not uncovered your limiting beliefs. So your limiting beliefs are essentially your beliefs about yourself and the world around you. One of the reasons that you are not accomplishing more, achieving your goals, being consistent with the things that you want to do in life is because you haven't uncovered your limiting belief yet. And every single one of us has a limiting belief. And if we don't uncover this limiting belief, we find ourselves sabotaging our success. We find ourselves in these cycles of doing good and then not so good and find ourselves stuck in this loop over and over again. Like, can you relate to that? Can you relate to you start doing well for a little bit, you're just crushing your goals, you're accomplishing things, and then boom, something comes up in your life, and then you come back down again. You just kind of let loose, let go of all your goals, all the things that you were doing, then you're stuck in that spot for a little bit, then you bring yourself back up, and then boom, something else comes around to bring yourself back down. A lot of us get stuck in these loops, and this is because of your limiting belief. The truth is that you will always find a way to bring yourself back down to the level of worth that you believe you deserve to be at. And until you uncover what this level of worth is, and until you actually put in the effort to up level this level of worth, you will always bring yourself back down to that same spot. So I can share my example here. My limiting belief is I'm not good enough. And so once I uncovered that, I started noticing all the ways that I was keeping myself stuck in this limiting belief and all the ways I was bringing myself back down to this place of I'm not good enough. It's like I would achieve these things, but I still wouldn't make myself feel good about it. Or if I achieve some really big goal or accomplishment, I would find a way to sabotage it, right? I achieve a goal and oh my God, let me go out party and celebrate. And then I completely sabotage my health and everything that I'd been working on that end. So it took me a little while to really figure out what this balance is so that when I achieve things in life, I didn't completely sabotage my success. So if you don't uncover your limiting belief, you aren't going to step into your high performer era because you'll always bring yourself back down. When I work with clients, it only takes me now 5 to 10 minutes to uncover someone's limiting belief. And it is so eye-opening because you finally see how you're keeping yourself stuck and how you are preventing yourself from actually achieving success in the first place. So understanding your limiting belief, uncovering that, and building strategies around that is so key to helping yourself really and truly step into your high performer era. Number two reason why you're not a high performer yet is because you simply are not using the right strategy or really any strategy at all. The amount of people that I work with who are like, I read all these books and I YouTube all these videos and I listen to all these people who have these awesome podcasts and, I have all this information, but here I am in that spot where I'm still not achieving and accomplishing as much as I should be. And this goes back to the fact that trying all these random strategies is not going to help you actually step into your high performer era and really help you accomplish your goals and build a life of your dreams. Because at the end of the day, these are random strategies. These are random strategies. People are sharing these strategies from their experiences and things they've learned. And it's not to say that these strategies aren't going to actually work for you. No, that's not the case at all. But is it going to specifically work for you and your brain health, right? And do you even have any sort of strategy in place in your life right now to help you accomplish your goals? So many of us, we just wake up in the morning and we just like wing our day. We just wing our day and we just like hope and pray that somehow during the day we'll find time to accomplish our goals and things that we need to achieve. I had this mindset for a little while. And when I had this mindset, this is when my depression was the worst. Because again, I had all these things that I needed to accomplish, but I didn't implement any sort of strategy to help myself get there. And something that I have learned in my high performer journey and something I've learned in just optimizing my brain health is that your strategy is everything. And when I work with my patients and clients, I always tell them that you're capable of greatness. You're capable of doing anything you set your mind to, but we need to make sure that you are using the right strategy for yourself that is actually going to help you accomplish your goals. And it's not some random strategy we heard from a billionaire who has all the time and money in the world to implement all these like wacky, weird, and crazy things into their day. No, it's the simple things done over time. So this strategy is so key. And when I really learned that I could do anything if I just implement the right strategy, everything changed for me, because it's not your brain that's the fault. It's not even you that's at fault. It's the strategy that you are using that's at fault. You're not broken. You are not someone who's not capable of achieving amazing things. You just need to go and look at your strategy. And I mean, let's be honest, the real issue is that you probably don't have any strategy. You're probably trying a whole bunch of random things. It's kind of like throwing, darts at the wall and you have your eyes closed and you're just like, I hope that something like sticks up there. Like, please God, something stick. So you need to stop winging your days. You need to stop winging your days. And I'm actually going to make a video on how you really plan your day to step into your high performer era so that you can actually get the stuff that you need to get done. And at the end of the day, it all goes back down to your strategy, because that is what matters the most. All right, and then number 3 reason why you haven't stepped into your high performer era yet and become a high performer yet is because you haven't learned how to support your unique brain, and you haven't learned what type of high performer you specifically are. So every single high performer out there, and I truly believe that every single person out there is a high performer. So if you don't resonate or call yourself a high performer, first of all, start doing that, right? You need to start identifying and embodying this identity of being a high performer if that is something that you aspire to be. But essentially, what I say and what I've really found is that the fact that there's 7 different types of high performers. And every unique high performer has a unique brain that you need support in a unique and specific way. And when you uncover the type of high performer you are, and the unique strengths and weaknesses and ways that your brain needs support, you truly unlock your limitless potential. I actually have a quiz on this. So if you're interested in learning what type of high performer you are so that you can start supporting your brain health in a really awesome way, you can use the link in my bio to take the quiz. It's called What Type of High Performer Are You? It's only 10 questions, takes less than 5 minutes, and the insights that you will get about your brain and who you are and the type of high performer you are, like, you won't find this anywhere else. So when it comes to the different types of high performers, 7 different types. So you have the visionary, right? This is someone who's that big picture thinker, coming up with lots of awesome ideas, groundbreaking projects. Leader, as it says in the title, love to lead, love to bring the team together, love to really inspire and motivate other people. You have the achiever. This is my high performer type. Someone who's that go-getter, always striving, always doing things, always on to that next goal. You have the connector. So this is that person loves interpersonal relationships, loves teamwork and being part of a team and supporting other people, great networking skills. You have the supporter. This is the high performer who loves to work behind the scenes, support the team, very important role. You have the perfectionist, same as the name, right? Someone who really strives for that excellence and that perfectionistic mindset and wants things to be that certain way. And you have the analyst, someone who loves the numbers and analyzing and making decisions based on facts. So these are the 7 different types. And I would encourage you again, take the quiz, because me just saying this out loud, you might be like, oh, I think I'm that one, but you might be surprised as to which high performer type you end up being. And the thing here is that every single one of these high performers has a unique brain. A perfectionist has unique brain health needs compared to a leader. And you can have parts and components of multiple different high performer types as well. And sometimes in different situations, you might be called to be a different high performer. But essentially, everyone does have that core main type that they are. And when you understand what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, how you might sabotage your health, and start to understand what are the best ways you should take a break. What are the best foods to support your unique brain health? What are, the best types of sleep routines and ways to unwind and support your brain? This is how you truly unlock your limitless potential, by understanding your type. And what's important to remember, right? You are a high performer. You're just not a high performer yet. And that's important to remember. And when you learn your limiting beliefs, when you build a right strategy for yourself, for your brain, based on the type of high performer you are, this is how you truly unlock your limitless potential. So take that quiz, and if you are ready for that specific nutrition, movement, sleep, supplement protocol for your brain health, so that you can finally make that voice inside you that tells you you're capable of great things. Make that voice inside you that tells you you can achieve more, do more, be louder than ever, and prove that voice right. Then use the link in my bio to book a free discovery call with me. Remember to do the quiz before. And remember, you are a high performer. You're just not there yet because you haven't learned how to support your brain health.